Welcome back to Talk of the Town, and we have a special guest with us now. You may recognize her from one of the shows that we air on our station here on Wisconsin's 57. This is Connie Markham with Swift Waters. Thank you for being with us today.
Thanks, Ellen, for having me.
It's always great to have you on the shows. I know we've had you on Girl Talk, and now we're getting you on Talk of the Town, and I just love it because you guys are so knowledgeable, and your experiences are so much fun to share.
It's our true passion. We do enjoy our duck hunting, our waterfowl hunting.
Absolutely, and today in particular, we're going to talk about the Mississippi flyaway and different species of ducks, which I think is super interesting, just because, I don't know, there's this science, nerdy biology part of me where I just love that kind of stuff. I can't get enough of it, and It's so interesting.
And the common duck that everybody knows is the mallard.
Right, right.
But there's many different species throughout, and we are in the Mississippi flyway. There's 4 different flyways in the state. You have the Pacific, the Central, the Mississippi, and the Atlantic.
Okay. Very cool. And that's so true. I know for me, as someone who, I'm not personally a duck hunter, but I know a lot of people who are. I see a duck and it's just a duck,
right.
But there are many different types and they have different traits and things like that. And so, as hunters, you guys follow the migration, correct? And
correct.
Where do you start with that?
Well, our season actually kicked off last weekend in Wisconsin with the northern opener. This weekend is the southern and the Mississippi opener. So we will hunt here in southeastern Wisconsin.
Okay.
And then we actually go into North Dakota because the ducks are just still up there. The migration has not started, which means the cold weather. So we'll go through a bit of the central. We go to North Dakota twice a year, and we hunt, the local ducks there until the migration goes through, and then we follow the Mississippi flyway back into Wisconsin, and then down into Arkansas, and end up in the Louisiana Bayou.
Very cool. What a journey.
It's a 5-month duck hunting adventure that Sean and I truly enjoy.
Very cool. And I know you had mentioned that there are all these different species of ducks. Could you explain that just a little bit more?
Sure. You have the puddlers or the dabblers, which are your mallards, your teal, your pintail. And what they do is they eat just under the surface of the water. Oh. So the aquatic species, in crustaceans, and then you get the diver ducks, which are your bigger ducks that will push once the weather comes down. The canvasback, the redheads, you got scaup, and those are the last to fly. Your biggest migration waterfowl would be the swan. That's the last one to move through. So if you see a flock of swans going through, it's getting cold north and they're heading south.
Oh, so maybe not good for us here when the swans are starting
Put
to
another
leave.
layer on.
So let's talk about the puddler ducks. Where can you find them, and can you give some examples?
Okay, the puddler ducks are going to be your mallard, the pintails, the teal. They're going to be in more of the backwaterways, the ponds.
Sure.
Puddling around, looking for food.
Is that how they get their name, puddler ducks?
Yep, they just puddle around in the backwaterway and some of the local lakes.
Sure. How about diver ducks? When do they migrate?
They're going to be later when it gets colder. They're a bigger duck usually, and they dive for their food. So you'll physically see the duck go underwater and get their fish and their food. The king of what they call is the canvasback. That's the biggest of them. And then you get redhead, scaup, ringneck ducks. So they push through. They're the last ducks that push through, and once they're coming through, it's getting cold north of them, and they all migrate down to where there's food and for them to eat for the rest of the year. And
sunshine, maybe. They want a little more sunshine, I think. So do you have any upcoming hunts coming up here?
Yeah, our Wisconsin Southern and the Mississippi opener is this weekend. Usually we go to the Mississippi River, but there's been so much water that I think Plan B is going to go into effect. So we're going to stay more local and not put ourselves into danger or the other hunters that we go with. We got a couple buddies that go with us. And then after that, next weekend, we're in North Dakota for a full week hunt out there. And that's truly great. You meet a lot of new people, you knock on doors, you get permission, and that's our style of hunting. Open land, free range hunting.
I love it, and what an adventure it sounds like. And if people want to tune in and they want to watch what you guys do and kind of tag along in the adventure and watch Swift Waters, where can they watch it?
Wisconsin 57 right here. We're part of the Weekends in the Wild, which are Saturday and Sunday mornings, and we're airing now until the end of the year, so stay tuned and watch one of our shows.
Such a great block, too, of local and regional shows, which are made from real people that you can really meet, and they may be knocking on your door, so stay tuned. Connie Markham, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks, Ellen, for having me. It's been great.
And we'll be back with more Talk of the Town right after this.